Hey guys, welcome to my channel, and today is the first video of my Winter Origami series. To start off with, here's the equipment you will need. If you don't have any glue, you could use sellotape instead. Starting with the square origami piece of paper, we're first going to fold it in half diagonally in both directions, and then we're going to fold it horizontally and vertically. Now that we've folded it in the four directions I just mentioned, we're going to unfold it all so it's flattened out, and using the creases we've just made, we're going to bring the top three corners of the model down to the bottom corner. So as I'm demonstrating right now, it's probably a better visual idea of what I'm trying to say. Now, before we move on to the next step, we're going to make sure that the top is the pointed corner and the bottom is where all the flaps are, where we've just folded the model down. And next we're going to fold the side of the model towards the center line and then unfold. Using the crease we just made, we're going to open up the flap and flatten it out. Once you've done that, your model should currently look like what mine is on the screen, and you're simply going to repeat the step we've just done to the three other sides. So next part's going to be boring and repetitive, so I'm just going to speed up this video. We're going to have the top flap, which is the one showing the colour of our model, so not the one we've just opened the flap on, but the next flap after that. And what we're going to do is, with this flap, you should be able to fold up the bottom edge up. Then after we fold it, we're going to unfold the flap, and then we're going to simply fold each of the colour flap backwards underneath itself, so as I'm demonstrating on the screen right now. Here comes the repetitive part where we do it to all four of the other flaps. So like again, I'm going to speed up the video. Now that you've done, if you open up your tree, it should stand, and voila, we're done with the tree for now, and we're going to now move on to the next part, which is making the star for our tree. So for this step, we need our A4 piece of paper, which I mentioned we needed at the start as one of our equipment. And now that I've got my A4 paper, what we need to do is simply cut a strip of paper along the edge about 2 centimeters wide, as I'm showing on the screen, and I prepared beforehand, so I cutted myself a strip out. So if you pause the video and quickly do that, then we'll move on to the next part. So this is the lucky star, and there are various ways you can make the lucky star. So many people do it the tie the knot way and then flatten it to get the base of it, but I'm usually bad at doing that, so I'm just going to do it the way where I kind of sort of try and figure out where I'm supposed to fold the strip of paper diagonally and then fold it over and up underneath. So it may take a bit of time just adjusting it to get the base of the model first. So now that you've got the base of the model, with the end of the strip, you're simply going to tuck it into the knot. And then after that, you can now wrap the other end of the strip around the little pentagon we have. And once you've done, you should have a more thicker pentagon. Once you're at the end, simply all you need to do is tuck the last bit of the strip into the pouch and you should be left with a cute little pentagon. Now the final part is we want to make this little pentagon into a star. So very gently and slowly you're going to use your fingernails to press on the center of each of the edges of the pentagon, and then the star should puff out. And finally we should have a star. So as you can tell, mine is wonky on my first try at making this in a while, and this may be the same for you. So all you need to do is just practice and you should be able to make a star. So I've made many stars before, so I'm just going to get one out of my little jar, and this star will basically go on top of the tree what we just made. So getting the tree from before and getting the glue what I mentioned we needed at the start, not sponsored by the glue company that I have here, I just seem to use it all the time for some reason. I think that's the only glue we have in our house. But anyway, we're going to then stick one side of the star onto the top of the tree, and yeah, just gonna wait for myself to do that, wait for the glue to dry. And now we're done. So now we have a cute little tree with a star on top. And you could make lots of different kinds of these using like various pattern designed origami paper. So like I had here on the side, I made another one beforehand as practice, and you can simply decorate them around your room. So like always, subscribe for more videos, and this is the first video of my Winter Origami series. Bye, see you next time.